gentlemen, boys and girls, dying times here. Here's Johnny.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Game Night with John. I'm your host, John, sometimes known as Daswolfen, and with me, as always, is Martine.
Good evening.
And on color commentary, we've got Knock.
Hello.
And this week was interesting. We almost didn't have a show this week.
Oh,
My game drive was actually two SSDs that were dynamic drive, and one of them died. So I lost the entire drive.
Dynamic.
You were doing a raid?
Yeah, well.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know.
That's terrible.
I got lazy.
Man, you never do a striped raid just by itself with no redundancy, John. Come on.
I know.
Come on,
I know.
man.
Well,
But then again, I mean,
redundancy costs money.
yeah.
Yeah, but he still had to buy a new hard drive.
Yeah.
No, this one's going to be under warranty, so I'll get it RMA'd as soon as I pull it out of there. So only this time I'm not going to do striped raid. This time I'm going to do just straight two separate drives.
As you should.
Yep. That's what I should have done to begin with, but I was like, oh, yeah, I'll do one drive. I won't have to worry about it. And nope, I had to worry about it.
Yeah.
So other than that, how was your guys' week?
Oh, to me, it's been a good week, normal week, nothing to write about.
Mine took forever. It was a really long week. I'm glad I got some beer because it was a long week.
Well, next week's a short week. Thanks to
Also?
Friday.
It is. It's very weird. I don't remember having any holiday specifically on a Friday anytime recently. Anyways,
I think we had Christmas on Friday a year or two ago.
yeah, I don't know, but it doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But then the week after that, I'm taking the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. So the week after that will be a short week for me as well. So
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Is that when you're going to the concert?
No, that rock or the place. When does the PlayStation? No, not that week. No. I gotta look at my calendar. I got a lot of stuff. I got the rock orchestra in November. I know that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be pretty cool. When is the PlayStation thing? I did buy my ticket.
Oh man, that PlayStation concert sounds very, very interesting.
I feel like that's in September, but I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, I'll have to see about
October.
tickets for
That's
that.
not till October. October
Okay.
15th. Yeah, I got a long time till that one happens.
And, of course,
I'm gonna go see the screenplay of the Harry Potter, the Cursed Child.
Oh, okay.
That Wednesday, and then of course the weekend. That Saturday we got our little local Fredericksburg Comic Con going on here in Virginia. Just a little. It's literally just it's like a growing thing, right? So it's just local. No guest stars or anything like that. It's just, the local artists and stuff like that, comic books and pops and things like that. But I like to go to it for like an hour or two. It's usually like a $5-10 ticket, so it's nothing, anything crazy. And then, of course, that's the weekend of Superman.
Yeah.
So after I go visit that, later on in the morning, I will go see Superman. This could be a good week.
Yeah, that's Friday or Sunday's going to be is a big day. Well, Not that big.
Well, good for you, man.
Yeah, well, it's my 55th.
Hello?
Ooh.
Are we there yet?
Yep. 55.
Oh, I lost my audio. I'll be back.
Okay, so, but yeah, I'm turning 55, and
What was the Great
Hopefully-
Depression like?
huh?
So what was the Great Depression like?
I'm not that old. Unless you're talking about the one.
What was
Sure
the
is.
Great Housing Crash like?
Oh, the housing bubble? Yeah, I remember that one. Hell, I remember the tech bubble in 2001. 2000.
Yeah, how's Enron doing? That's one of my favorite lines. What's that movie with Jim Carrey? And what the it's a remake, the comedy remake of another one, where they turn into he becomes a spokesperson for a tech company, and it goes under, and then him and his wife start stealing stuff.
Oh, I don't recognize that one.
Oh, come on. There, hang on. This is going to bother me now.
Yeah, that doesn't sound familiar.
But at the end of the movie, he's driving along, and one like ex-coworker is like, "Hey, yeah, I'm going to be joining this new company. It's supposed to be really awesome. It's called Enron." He's like, "Oh, that sounds cool." I always think of that when I think of Enron. Is that movie?
Okay. Tim, welcome, and here's your video.
By what name are you known?
There are some who call me Tim.
It was fun with Dick and Jane. That was it.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw that one.
What?
Yeah.
It's a remake, but it's Jim Carrey and Tia Leone. She's pretty fun.
See if I can check it out one of these days.
Yeah, it's 2005. It was a good movie.
Yeah, I'm not big on rom-coms, but
I wouldn't call it a rom-com. It's a comedy. It's basically, like I said, he was working for this company, and then he got kind of turned into the patsy, and so he went. He was having a great life, but then he lost his job, and then they turned to stealing. It's not really a rom-com because they're already married, right? You can't have a rom-com.
Yeah.
Already married couples. Come on.
okay, yeah.
But basically they turn to stealing in the funniest way, and then they end up blackmailing the guy because there was a CEO or whoever that put it all on him, kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then he took the money and ran, and so they got back at him, and that was
No, I'll give it a look. Either of you watch Ironheart?
Ooh,
I haven't
No.
drank enough yet.
no. No.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give that one a hard pass.
I don't know
But
if I do some drinking tomorrow, maybe. But I think Squid Games is out this weekend, right? I
Yep,
heard
it
that.
dropped today.
So I might
final
make that
season.
my watch. Yeah, I might make that my watch this weekend instead.
I haven't seen it, but I've already heard about some things about it. So alcohol. I'm not giving you spoilers. I'm just saying that alcohol will be your friend. Anyway, this isn't spoilers. We're getting on a train here in a minute.
Yes.
We're leaving on a jet train. Don't know
Now,
when
I had already
I'll
been
be
in here.
back again. We've already been here. Is that why there's a mutant that's in pieces?
No, well, I had to do some creative stuff to unlock this because it was bugged.
Oh,
And-
cheating.
No.
I got attacked, and so I defended myself.
And I pulled out my gun.
Start blazing. Blasting.
But yeah, I got most everything. But I don't have what gave me the flaming sword, so I don't have the flaming sword anymore.
Oh,
Son of a bitch.
This
that was
place.
my favorite.
That dog just ain't gonna hunt.
Hey,
Stupid rad roach. What's that guy?
where?
Well, I can't open that.
Open the door.
Oh, I got to restore power.
John, you
in
got to
order
restore the
get-
power first, John. You have to restore the power.
Yeah.
We can't get on the train until you restore the power. Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're never gonna join this
Damn.
train.
That's out.
There may be danger here.
Maybe.
I am the danger.
Yeah, what a know-it-all. Danger is my second cousin's twice removed middle name.
Hey, where? That's the end of that.
And stop looting. There's plenty of loot in the next game.
All right.
Let's
I'll
turn
stop looting. I'm looking
Get
for
to New
there's
Vegas.
there's a door I'm looking for. Okay, that's
Need
the
power,
blast door.
John.
Yeah, I know. There's supposed to be a way down to the basement.
John, be honest. Is there any reason you don't want to go to New Vegas?
Are you scared?
No, I want to go to New Vegas. Even though I'm going to get shot in the head as soon as I go in there.
There may be danger here.
There may be danger with all the rat roaches around.
Hey,
Ow.
Freak.
Pain. Lots of pain.
I'm hit. I'm hit. I'm hit.
I think Aaron is hit.
That takes care of that.
What makes you say that?
Intuition.
Intuition.
Come on, eat the mutant.
Smart choice, John. Not going in the ladies' bathroom. Oh, you're in the ladies' bathroom. Rude.
No. Edmund is just fluid.
What? There's no power to the breaker. You know, John, you said all you had to do was jump on a train.
Well,
Like that, you said nothing else about having to get power, having to run around, kill radroaches. You said you just had to hop on a train.
I thought I just
feel
had to
lied
hop
to.
on a train.
I feel lied to. I can't work like this.
I thought that's
Your
all I
health is
had
low.
to do. I didn't know that there was a whole thing.
You've done this before.
Who could have thought you can't procrastinate in a video game?
There's no procrastinating in Fallout. There's very clear instructions for everything that you do on here. It's very linear.
Hey,
It's not linear at all.
where?
Blood sausage.
And there's the other breaker I'm going to have to turn on. See, I'm just looking for stuff that I know I have to do. The way I came in. Oh. And I gotta love the animated doctor's bag. Mark's key. Nothing of value in here. Well, there's a lot of stuff of value, but
No anymore, bro.
hey, Andy.
Hey, where? I'm Sure. Hey. Help me.
Dogbeat's got it.
Be careful.
Oh, I was just here.
Bring it. Maybe I'm just jumpy. Be careful.
Okay, where do I put the reactor primer? Oh, I could have just jury-rigged it. Okay.
Damn it.
One more. Then I can get on the train.
Promises, promises.
Dang it.
What up, Lisa?
Hello. Okay, where is the blast door? There's one.
Hey, good to see
Nope.
you again, Lisa.
Gotta be over here somewhere. Okay, where are the doors? There's one here, but it's not an actual door. Oh, the actual doors lifted once I flipped the... Okay.
Wow, it was so obvious.
Oh, glowing one. Lovely.
Oh. What happened?
Be cautious. I got one.
Gotta purchase a ticket.
Nothing's free.
It doesn't help any. And place up here to purchase a ticket. Okay, I gotta look it up.
Are we there yet?
I gotta figure out how to buy a ticket.
This place is not safe.
Buy a ticket? Can we just walk to Vegas? Or hitchhike, maybe?
Own 3 inactive and 1 working terminal. So there's supposed to be a working terminal in here somewhere.
You know, in the old days, you just took out the disc and you put in the disc for the other game, and then you were in the other game. It was so sweet. It reminds me. You remember when the Xbox, when they first announced the Series S and the Series X, when they like, this is going to be online only, and people freaked out, right?
Yeah.
And PlayStation put out that little troll video. They're like, "This is how you share with your friends," and they handed them a game in a game case and just handed it to the other guy, and the other guy was just thanks, and that was it. That was the video.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of right now, John. That's what it reminds me of. Your Xbox right now, John. Your Xbox right now. Stop being Microsoft.
Obviously in the wrong place. Free ticket that's in the office room before you reach the vending ticket terminal. It's on the top nearby a terminal in that room. Oh, that says train tickets. Outside. I'm an idiot.
Were you passing that this entire freaking time?
Yes.
You're the worst. What's the name of Clementine will remember this, John. Clementine will remember this. John, are you looting?
Yes.
Instead of going to New Vegas, where there's
He's in my way.
And looting is going to get him out of the way?
Well, I was hoping to get past him.
Convenient.
You could get rid of him because there's other companions in New Vegas. And we're leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Here we go.
3 years later.
That's a long trip. What is this, Snowpiercer? 3 years later? Go. Viva Las Vegas. Does it say 2025? The VIP lounge.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own.
One did it his way. Here we go. Whoa. Welcome. That's a welcome bullet.
Oops.
I can see you.
Very fashionable.
John, is that you on the ground?
War. War never changes.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law.
Ah, the great two-headed bear.
So did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse.
I spent many hours in that field killing fire ants.
They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its
I jumped off that dam one time. I didn't survive.
Hoover Dam and restore it.
I've never jumped off of it. I'm sure you die.
But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest
I used a
of
power
these
fist
tribes,
Centurion.
Caesar's Legion.
In that camp.
4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam.
And then I sent murder bots after him.
Against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn. Training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of
Mr. House,
rivals and police robots.
Who we'll see a little bit more of.
You are a courier
December.
hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package
season
to the
2.
New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
For the worst.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Are you okay?
You're awake. How about that?
Yeah, he caught you outside. How about that?
Easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Yeah.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties. Surprised anybody'd want to tangle with you. Heck, you could go deathclaw hunting with a switch. All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin, but it was just something about a platinum chip. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle? I'm a Securitron, Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy. I moseyed into town, 10, 15 years ago. Before that, I can't quite seem to recall. Odd. Anyway, it's a right peaceful town, and I reckon it's as fine a place to settle as any. Can't say that I'm
besides
this rascals. Some of the fine folks in town might be able to help you out with that. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. So I hauled you off to the dock right quick. Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need. Happy trails.
Hey, my dear robots.
Guess I'll go see Sunny Smiles.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Maybe danger here.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Howdy.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
So, she's the female Mad Max.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
I've got one. Go get him.
That's the burger. Why am I naked? Oh, because my Chinese still harbor's broke.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Let's do this. Here I go. I'm hit. Come on. Get him off. I'm hit. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty. Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Stupid grasshopper. Or mantis, whatever.
Help me. Hey. Hey. Help me. Look out. Help me. Where?
Really? So he's saying help me versus boat flies?
Wearing a power armor.
Yeah, in power armor. What a punk.
I need to do more cardio.
Well, you got shot in the head.
Be cautious.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're going to be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Okay, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Hello? Can you help me? My girl is trapped by geckos on the ridge, and I can't get to her. Please, she's going to die. Go up the path, past the broken radio tower, and go to the right. They're at the top of the trail. You will? Thank you for helping me. Please hurry.
Yeah, I'll get to that when I get time, because I know that's a trap. Did you get the reference?
Yes.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones, yes.
Yep.
Well, the fridge didn't work out this time.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do. Give me a shout if you need anything else. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? Take it easy now. You looking to buy some supplies? Can do.
If he's got any hammers. Nope, no hammer. Wrenches and wrenches I need. I'll get one of those.
Pleasure doing business with. Take it easy now.
Howdy.
I'm done being nice. What do you want? He's some trader who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo. Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason. It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots. None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question. Robbed some people, burned some things, killed a few guys. I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way. Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important. New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want. Yeah.
Hey. Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Got a special discount for you after what you done for us. Pleasure doing business with you. Looks like our little town got itself dragged in the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. All right. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad. And they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world, and that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. Fine by me. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. Be careful out there.
Hey there.
Feeling thirsty? I can take care of that. Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work. You're welcome. So can I get you anything? Be careful out there.
Hey there.
Hey.
Hey there. Howdy.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Okay, what was that about?
You're wearing armor.
Oh, yeah. I'm wearing BOS armor.
Way to go, John.
Oops.
Factions matter in this game.
I forgot.
That's all right. That was the proper ending anyways.
Oh, killing Ringo?
What else are we going to do? Save him?
No.
Welcome to Edgecombe Repair. I'm Dean. I do most of the repair work, and Paul owns the place. Okay, let me take a look. Be safe out there, friend. Welcome to Edgecombe Repair. Need something fixed, you can see Dean. I can do some trading with you soon, but waiting for stock right now. Okay, see you. There's more where that came from. Where?
What do you want now? What the hell for? Just farmers and ranchers out here. Not much worth stealing. Having all the food we want ain't a bad idea, actually. Getting sick of eating prison rations. First things first, though. You go settle things with Ringo and put a bullet between his eyes while I round up my crew and let them in on the plan. No shit. I guess the next thing we need to do is hang out and wait for the rest of my gang to show up so we can talk about the plan. My gang's here, but we'll still need a plan before we rush the town. I don't want to embarrass myself or get beat by a bunch of townies. We ain't got much in the way of supplies. So if you could shake down the old doctor and the store owner for some stuff, we'd be in good shape. Once you're done with that stuff, or none of it, say the word and we'll make our move. Yeah.
Take them for all they're worth.
Yeah, I am supposed to be doing an evil playthrough.
Howdy. Bad trouble. Welcome. Yep.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with a roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. Until next time.
Feeling thirsty? Be careful out there.
I got dibs on the old Doc's house.
We ready to move or what? It's about time. I saw some of the townies gathering at the saloon, so we got a militia to take down. We get rid of them, and we own this place.
Sorry, Doc. Sorry, Pete.
Come on. Damn. Running low on smokes again.
Hey.
Hey. Never gets old when something blows up.
I'm glad I didn't try to fight the gang.
Any lawman that comes after me won't. Hey. Never liked Bighorners.
Howdy.
Never thought I'd ever have my own town. But thanks to you, now I do. If you want to make some caps, head on over to the correctional facility. Just tell them I sent you and you should get in without a problem. Keep a close eye on some of those bastards, though. Oh, not all powder gangers out there are friends of mine, like the group in Prim. They'll be gunning for you no matter what, so keep that in mind. I figure we'll hang around Good Springs for a while. Maybe get some of the other gangs to join up with us. Won't kill anybody else unless we have to. Just as long as people do what we tell them, they'll be all right. Yeah.
No, good. We got it good. Let's go. So are we just murdering everyone in this game, or?
I felt guilty.
Whoa!
Well, now we got a whole town to loot. And we have a base camp, I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
I won't make any trouble for the gang. Just let me keep my store and I'll cut you a little discount.
Ooh.
Can do.
The one guy still alive in this town. That works.
Thanks. Take it easy now.
Yes, what is it? And I shall follow.
Hello, friend. I wanted to give you a little something for what you did to help the folks here in Good Springs.
Wait, what?
All right. See you around then.
For murdering everyone in Good Springs, man?
I guess so.
Hello. What did you need? Be safe out there, friend.
Where are we going?
We're going to Prim.
What's in Prim? Is there bad guys in Prim? No.
You eyeballing me?
You like that?
Alrighty then.
Damn, run low on smokes again.
There may be danger here.
Yeah. Might be a good place to stop there, John.
Yep.
We finally made it, though.
It sounds like you had little faith, no?
Fine. I don't know. That train station was, I don't know, a little iffy there.
We still made it through there.
We did. And we murdered everyone in Good Springs. I wasn't expecting that.
Well,
okay.
I am playing a bad guy.
Yeah. I don't know if I can't remember if I've done a bad playthrough of New Vegas. I usually like keeping Good Springs because when you first start out, you have, not a whole lot, right?
Yeah.
And it's a good trading place, so I usually keep it alive while they're useful. I don't know. They're just kind of
I'm much higher level than starting out.
right. Yeah. And I play vanilla, so
B. Chet still trade with me, so. And there's supposed to be a way that there's a mod that I've got called the after school special. That's supposed to let me build up the schoolhouse as a base, as a player home. But I couldn't figure out how to start it. Oh, well, but that's enough for this time. Join us next week, and we'll continue. We'll be heading into Prim.
We're going to Prim.
Visit the Vicky and Vance Museum. And Charon may have finally come to his end as a traveling partner.
What?
Because, huh?
Does he dies?
No. I'm going to send him home because I'm going to be able to get Edie.
I think, doesn't Edie count as his own, though? I feel like Edie doesn't count as the, I guess dog meat would count as the other one.
Yeah.
Dog meat.
I'm not giving up dog meat.
Yeah.
I'll give up Charon before I give up dog meat. Oh, to be honest, he's not as useful as dog meat in Fallout 4. But he's still a good companion. And I like that Australian Shepherd look. So, but so we'll be back next week, and we'll be doing Prim and working our way around to get to the strip. Try and find Benny. I'm not going to shoot him. I'm going to beat him to death with a baseball bat.
Oh.
I don't want to know right now, but I'm curious what ending you're going to choose. I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Depends if Kaiser impresses me or not.
Okay. Tell Caesar.
Yeah, I don't know yet. So we'll see when I get there. See how I'm feeling when I meet these folks. But anyway, so I'm about done. So I will see you all later, and you all have a good night. For myself and Martine and Knock, thank you for joining us. And remember, wherever you go, there you are.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.